Hello YouTube, I hope everybody's doing great. I am actually in the middle of changing some things on my watch that I had put together before. Um, it was this Seiko Samurai, and I'm actually kind of between. But I just wanted to make this and show it to you. Maybe you're interested, maybe you're not. But I did make a couple of changes. First of all, let me start with this. As I told you in my previous video, that the dial that I have here is a GMT dial, and I did not have a GMT movement. I had the NH35 movement, which I put somewhere here on my table, right over here. And then I did get the NH34 movement, which is a GMT movement, and I had some GMT hands. And what I did is, let's talk about this first. I did upgrade it in the meanwhile to a window back case cover. It has a fancy name, I can't think of it right now. So now I can see the movement, although I rarely see it because I like this watch so much, so I have it on almost 24/7. I don't take it off at night anymore. I leave it on because at night it's just easier for me to look at my wrist and see the time instead of turning. Mostly I'm laying on my right and my phone is on the left, so I would have to turn all the way 180 degrees to see my phone and also tap it to see the time. So I'm wearing 24/7 almost. I do take it off for shower. I mean, why would I take it into the shower? Doesn't make sense. And I do take it off if I wash my hands, and that's about it. So that was the first mod I did. Didn't make a video of it because I just unscrewed it and screwed a new one on there. The second mod I did was this clasp. I had this clasp, which most of you will know, with the latch, and then you open it up. And what I did not like about this is how this part is very long, and it was just, you see, it's when it's closed it has still this movement to it, and I didn't like it that much, and I wanted something to look more smooth. And then I did find this clasp here, and well, normally it would go like this around, obviously, and this one has just the two sides that you push in to open it, and it opens and closes much easier. It has no play whatsoever. When it's closed, no play, and this part is shorter. And you can see by how much shorter it is, because that's where the other left a mark, obviously. And it's also stainless steel, and it is a milled clasp. And guess how much it cost? $6. Around $6. I paid a little bit less, it was on sale, and now it's like $6.90 or something like that. And that's all it is. Don't go and pay too much. Like, I saw some for over $20, and why would you pay more than you need to? It comes in 18, 20 and 22 millimeter width, or for the bracelet, and I do have a 22 that tapers down to 20, and this was perfect, and I like it so much. I really love it, and it looks so much nicer, especially on the Samurai, which is more which has more the angles to it, and it's not as rounded as other watch cases, and it just looks so much nicer, and I'm having the light reflect off it very much, this compared to this. this just looks too busy. And you have to flip this open and then push them. Obviously, you all know how those goes. This one, you just click on the sides and it opens and closes. It's stainless steel, and I read on some other reviews about similar clasps that they have sharp corners and whatnot, and this one doesn't have any sharp corners. And also, when you see my fingers here, this is a regular glove that I just cut the fingers off. And I don't know why people use those, especially for watchmakers, that are very tight, and everybody complains how their fingers go numb, because the band is the back of it is so tight that it cuts off the circulation. Just use this. I mean, you don't have to do all the professional stuff that other people do. You can, but you don't have to. Just get, and I can, with one glove I get 5 fingers, obviously. And anyway, that's what I use. Obviously they sometimes slide down a little bit, but I slide them up and I have no problem with them. So anyway, that's that. And since recently I have affiliate links for AliExpress, and I put this case in there and some other stuff for the watches if you want to go get the same. And it will earn me a little bit of money. It will not change the price for you. So if you want to check those out, there in the description I will put a link for this class in the description. I mean, $6. I'll probably get like 5 cents or 10 cents if you use my affiliate link, but it doesn't matter. I just want you to get something nice that doesn't cost you 20 bucks. I mean, for maybe other people 20 bucks is like nothing. They go and to Starbucks and pay $5, $6, $7, $8 for coffee. I do not. And anyway, so their links are in the description. And I just put the on this movement, I did again change the date ring, because I do have it firstly in black, and secondly it's, you can see it, it has a lume to it and it works nicely at night. I also picked up this flashlight, UV flashlight. I will put this also in the link. These cost also around $6. Don't pay more. They take AAA batteries, and this one goes, actually has 365 nanometers UV light, and there are some with 390 nanometers. I did order one, and I will make a comparison in what they show and what they not show, and these actually show more than you want to see, believe me. Every bit of dust, I didn't check for body fluids because I don't have that anywhere, but you see dust and fingerprints and whatnot where you would not expect. Anyway, I will make a review once I get the other one for this as well, and if you want to get notified, you can subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you won't miss it out. So anyway, I did change the dial, and I also ordered another white dial, a luminescent dial, for the other watch build that I'm making, that I will make. I'm waiting for that. I got everything else, I received everything else. And in case you're wondering, NH35 and NH34 use the same dial ring, so you can interchange them. So that was that, and I wanted to show you how kind of proud of myself, but I think I did get this pretty neatly. And I did order some different colored GMT hands, 24-hour hands, in blue and in red and in yellow. I did pick the yellow because I do have these yellow dots. I don't know if they show on the camera as yellow or white, but these, well, square dots are yellow. So that's, and I have nowhere blue, and well, red I have, but the minute hand is red already. So I did pick the yellow, and It was quite a challenge to get these all moving without hitting anything. And I think I did it almost perfectly on the date change. Am I in camera? Yes. You see the date? How perfect is that? That's pretty perfect. So anyway, I'm not trying to put anybody else down, and nobody, I think everybody strives to get that, but then nobody sits there and watches at 12 o'clock how the hands align or not. But anyway, that's that what I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna put it together now. And now, since I had one movement left over and I built, well, it's over here, I did build a watch winder, but I have this on my hand, on my wrist all the time, so the watch winder is right now turning a quartz clock watch. So I said, well, it was a kind of like a reason for me to get another watch. And this is it, upside down. And this is a Omega Seamaster clone or homage or whatever you want to call it. This is how it looks like. I got it in a white dial, and it did come with a different bezel, but I wanted a fully loomed bezel. I couldn't get it for this watch in this size, so I could get it for this, and that's what I ordered. And I want to show you real quick. You can see it's fully loomed, and it just looks awesome at night. And these looms go up to the morning. Up to the morning they go, once I light up with them UV light. And I saw or heard on some videos how people said, oh, you will use up the loom if you do this with the UV light. Guys, this thing, if you're a normal human and you're out most of the time out of the house in sunlight, this thing gets like 12 hours of sunlight of UV light. And if you go at night and do this 3 or 4 times at night, it's not gonna wear anything out. It's not gonna happen. So I don't know why people are so finicky about it. And what I do is, before I go to sleep, I loom these up. I loom the watches up, and then I go to sleep, and I can see them up to the morning. So, and this is the strap for the I want to call it Seamaster clone, and it obviously has a Seiko movement, so I didn't want to get a Omega logo dial, so I just went with the Seiko. So my NH34, after I get a loomed date dial that I put in here, will go in here. And what I also did, since the, oops, I didn't glue in the bezel, obviously. The back of it is like this, and I did find a 3D printed case opener. The original size was too big, so I had to reduce the size of it, and it fits. It's a little bit loose, but that's okay. So I can open and close the back. And I will also put a link to this watch. This was actually cheaper than this one. To the case. It does not come with a dial. It does come with the... And these are sloped ceramic bezels. It does come with a bezel and a watch strap. And I will put the link to this, my version, if you want to get this, because the original is too big. I put this in the description as well if you want to get it. And again, it's going to be affiliate links. So right now I have to wait till I get that date dial, and then I will finish this one up, and I might make a video of that as well if you want to see it. So so much talk, and anyway, so now that I have this, oh, I have to put the second hand on there as well. I almost forgot that I had to put the second hand. And what I also want to say is, to change the date dial, you have these tiny screws. You better not sneeze or inhale, because they're gonna be gone. So that's the fourth one of this. And in case you're wondering, I will show you over here with something pointy. You basically take off, am I in focus? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and this is the one that's sitting still there. You take these off, you lift this cover off, and then you can change the date dial. If you want to see that, I might make a special video for that. Just leave them in the comments and I will make that for you and I'll show you. It's a little bit finicky, but no problem at all. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And this was my first watch, this is my second watch. And before I actually fixed this one, and then another hand came off, the second hand came off, and I fixed it. I had to open it from the front, and then the one from the top fell off. It's sitting right there on the bottom over here now. So I might have to open this again, and this is what is on my watch winder, and happily turning ever since. Now it's stuck there. Anyway, yes, I think that was it. This was also another white dial that I did buy, because I didn't know what's gonna look better, if I wanted white or black, and the black looked so much nicer with this bezel, with the bezel insert. So actually this is my excuse for a third watch, I guess. Although now I do have a white dial, but obviously you can see there the omega waves on this dial, and I really like it. Although I got used to this size. This is a 44mm case, and this is a 42mm case, and almost looks too small for me in my eyes. Oh, one other thing I wanted to show you. I do have a caliper, obviously, that I use all the time, but this is metal, and if I want to measure anything on here, I would be afraid to scratch anything with it. So I did buy a plastic caliper. This is a carbon composite, but it's probably just plastic. This is also very cheap, and it has a function that I like very much, because on this one, when you open it, you can manually measure it. Nothing happens to the display. If you open this, it starts up, and it's so nice. It's just, and here's an on-off button. Obviously you can push it, turn it off, push it, turn it on. But imagine just being able to do this. It's so, I mean, one push of a button, you save, but it's nice. So anyway, this is also shorter. It's just 100mm caliper. This is 150. This is so old, I don't even remember when I bought it. Probably over 30 years ago. So I will put a link in the description for this as well. This one was like, I think, less than $4. Can't go wrong, no? So anything I want to measure on here, I can just measure without being afraid of scratching the case. It's a 42mm case. I would not go less than 42 for any watch that I built for myself. I mean, there are like 39mm watch cases out there that would look, and I have very thin wrist, and this one looks a little big, but perfectly fine. This one would probably look perfect, but anything smaller than 42 is too small for my taste. Taste, of course, is in the eye of the beholder, or something like that, you say it. Anyway, oh, I also have another thing. Where did I put it? I bought this, which has two sides, one for opening or changing the, how you call these, anyway, to install and deinstall these, and the other side has a pin pusher. Simple. Overkill that it's screwable. You can even those things are screwed in here. But imagine, I mean, the trouble they go through to make these. And this was, I think, $2 something. Aluminum, anodized, cut thread. How you call this? Doesn't matter. Less than $2. Oh, not less than $2.20, $2.30, something like that. I will put a link in the description. This doesn't bring me anything. I will get maybe 1 cent for as affiliate. But anyway, and actually the clasp that I bought for $6 did come with a tool like this. There was something else that it came with, I forgot. Again, to push the pin out. And here, which is not very usable because one side is longer than the other. I might have to put this at my belt grinder and make it even. But anyway, it does come with a tool. I mean, for $6. Don't go spend $20 if you can get the same thing for $6. Anyway, I think this is it. Oh, and also the tools to put the hand on for the GMT, they're just too small, the hole. And I just had a ballpoint pen, did take out the insert and use this. It's a little bit on the big side, but it did work beautifully for the GMT hand. So if you don't have something, just look around, you will find something that you can use. These are just my 2 cents as a beginner to watchmaking. I just have to find a reason to pass it by my wife. Not that she says something, but it's because she buys perfume all the time. And I will buy watches or make watches once in a while. So anyway, I think this was it. I'm just looking around on my desk. Nothing that I think that I missed. Oh. Also, I did buy some gaskets because somehow the original gaskets, they seem to be too big in my eyes. So I bought some gaskets with 0.7 millimeters and 0.8 millimeters, and those are very cheap as well. I will put a link to those as well in the description if you want to see it. So anyway, this is it. And I also did 3D print this one for that case. And for this glass, see, I got and you can see the seal. I don't know, you tell me, professional watchmakers, that looks too big to me. So I will exchange it for a smaller one and put it and use that. So anyway, this is it for today. If you want to see this come together, and the next one, which I'd really like that loom. And I did order some other watch hands as well, because the ones I have well, they would work too, but I did order some other ones. You will see. Oh, here they are. Oh yeah, I did buy them with this blue shimmer. They have a blue shimmer to it, and also of course loomed, and they look nice like blue loom, but they're not. Once they glow by themselves, they're green. When I first saw it, I thought that would look great with the green here on the dial and the bezel insert, and then blue loomed hands. But I did find some other ones which are silver, which might look even better here on the watch, and they have two colors. They're green and blue, so that's the blue is gonna be a nice touch. I don't know if it's the hour hand or the minute hand that's blue, but it doesn't matter. It's just something different, something small that catches your eye. So anyway, again, this is the last time I'm saying my last words. Thanks for watching if you made it this far, and take care, everybody.